Virginia Woolf wrote some of the most revolutionary novels in the 20th century, never had kids, and told the world that women needed a room of their own to create great art. Sounds to me like a fellow NeuroDiva. Welcome to the Baddie Files, where we talk about women who didn't follow the script. Born in 1882 to a literary family, Virginia Woolf was brilliant, hypersensitive, and completely uninterested in conforming to society's expectations. I mean, hey guys, it was the late 1800s. Obviously, most women were focused on doing things like getting married and having children. But my good girl Virginia was hyperfixated on words and experimenting with what we now call stream of consciousness writing, and basically inventing a form of modern literature. My girl had strict routines, intense sensory sensitivity, and preferred long solitary walks over social gatherings. Sounds like my kind of bitch. But truly, Virginia Woolf's writing wasn't just different, it was revolutionary. She threw out traditional plot structures and wrote the way her thoughts flowed. Messy, non-linear, jumping from things like memory to emotion to observation. In her novels like Mrs. Dalloway and To the Lighthouse, captured the inner workings of her NeuroDiva mind in ways that it hadn't been done before. And she understood that women's experiences weren't represented in literature, so she created space for psychological complexity and female depth. In A Room of One's Own, Virginia argued that women need financial independence and, again, physical space to create great art. And this wasn't just about writing. It was about women having the freedom to think, create, and exist without constantly serving other people's needs. Now, this baddie lived this philosophy. She chose creative work over the traditional domestic life. She also maintained her independence, and she used her platform to argue for women's intellectual equality. Virginia Woolf looked at the literary world that said women couldn't write serious fiction and told them, watch me. She created her own rules and trusted her NeuroDiva brain and changed literature forever. And that is what fellow NeuroDivas do. We turn our differences into superpowers, and for that, we are welcoming Virginia Woolf into the Baddie Files. Cheers, Baddie.